Hello, all signs of the zodiac, and welcome to your astrological forecast for May 2017's full moon. Now, this full moon is also called the flower moon. And what I'm going to be talking about in this video is what does the flower moon mean and what does it mean when it's in the sign of Scorpio? I'm also going to be talking about 5 different questions that you should be asking yourself during this time to try to harness the energies a little bit better. And then I'm going to give you 9 different ways of being able to channel these energies, 9 different actions, 9 different things to do, so you can channel the energies of this full moon in Scorpio. And then at the end, I'm going to have a little mini forecast for each and one of you of the different signs. Okay, everybody, so let's get to it. Alrighty, so this full moon in Scorpio has to do a lot with a lot of intensity. I will definitely suggest that this is a very bring the sexy back type of energy, okay? Because Scorpio rules anything that is mysterious and hidden. It rules all the occult knowledge. It rules power and control. It rules sex and intimacy. It rules also the share assets between a couple or the joint finances. And it also has to do with wealth and wealth that you didn't really work for, wealth that comes to you. And it also has to do with the life cycles of life, how it has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and the transformation and the evolution of these different things. Now, when you have a full moon, we're coming to a full type of energy, a full circle. We are coming to the conclusion of what our intensity is all about, what our intimacy is all about. And it's also a time where you could be feeling the energies very, very strongly. Because since it is Scorpio, since it is a sign of power and a sign that is very intense, if we don't know how to channel this energy in the correct way, we could be having a lot of feelings of jealousy, a lot of feelings of envy, a lot of feelings of power hungry and power control. And this is kind of like the lower energies of Scorpio. And Scorpio has higher energies, a lot more mystical energies. Now, I'm going to start with oh, yes, so it's coming to a full completion of all these intense energies and your intimacy with others, the way that you handle other people's monies, your own transformation in your own life cycles. Now, let's see these different types of questions that we should be asking ourselves throughout this full moon. In living out of fear rather than joy, are we constantly soaking in our own toxicity? Because that's the other thing about Scorpio is a very fixated sign, and when it fixates itself on something, it is very hard to break away from it. So it's very important that we focus ourselves in the things that actually empower us, because that's what really Scorpio is looking for the empowerment that we can get when Again, this is a pretty intense question, especially because we just went through Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde. I am sure that everybody had pretty intense times during those times, and it could have been with love, it could have been with finances, it could have been with anything really that gives you pleasure. So how do we come out of this? Okay, this is the time, this is practically the full moon for you to complete your transformation after such a chaotic time that happened in April. This is the time to fully come full circle with it. This is the finishing line of it. How, the emotions that you felt were so intense, and now it's the time to bring them to a full closure and understand not only your intensity, but how deep is your intimacy, and what is it that you want to transform yourself into now. This is a transformative moon, and that's why it's asking you to really reflect if you have been coming from a place of fear, from a place of envy, from a place of brewing over something negative. And if your scorpion fixated energy after such chaotic times, are you focusing on the negative, or are you starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel? Now, the next question is, this is the another question that brings a lot of the issues that happened in April, that happened in April with the Venus retrograde and the Mercury retrograde. We could have easily reacted very bad because Venus is not giving us the natural love and diplomacy that she usually gives us when she's direct. So during that time, we were on the edge and we were not taking any, you know, BS. So, did we act cruel? Did we act cunning? How do we react to those things? And the reason why we have to shed light into this shadowy side of ourselves is because Scorpio does rule the shadowy side of the human being. However, it could be a little scary, don't get me wrong, yes, to understand that we are negative deep down inside, that we're not just a positive person all the time. No, our atoms are made of positives and negatives. So there is a shadow self. There is that Frankenstein, that Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type of situation that goes on with the Scorpio here. However, the moment that you become vulnerable and accept this, and accept that you are, that you're not perfect, that maybe you do have some flaws, and the moment that you start putting love into this and more understanding and compassion for yourself, then other people are going to, you know, accept you even with your flaws and your vulnerabilities. So this is the time to have that full transformation and be vulnerable. Be vulnerable with your mate, be vulnerable with yourself, because remember, it's also a sign of intimacy. And be honest with yourself. Have you been cunning? Have you treated the people that you love the most with not the best intentions? Now, is going to come up in a full moon Scorpio type of energy. Scorpio does rule sexuality because it is the most intimate energy. It is where we go into a big, big intimacy, and the greatest intimacy is a sexual exploration. Now, this is something that you definitely also need to ask yourself, because it's very important that people are being pleased, okay? And that they have a healthy sexual life, because if there's no healthy sexual life, then it's going to seep into your relationships, it's going to seep into your relationships, and that's going to be a pretty bad thing. So think about it, guys out there, and also girls. Have you guys been watching too much porn that it's now not giving you the sex that you truly are looking for? Girls and couples, get in touch with their sexuality again in this full moon. Get sexy, and I'm gonna be touching that in a second. But do question yourself. What kind of sexuality do I want in my life? How do I want to express myself sexually? Am I getting what I really want sexually? Is my sexual desires balanced, or am I starting to get out of balance to the point that I'm mixing pleasure with pain, and I'm becoming addicted to it? So these things need to be addressed, and you need to be very honest with yourself individually, because this is not about, oh, society accepts it, so therefore it's fine. No, 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 no. We live in Babylon, okay? Society will accept all the bad things and will actually lead us to doing bad things. Okay? So think of it for yourself, for your individual self. Do I have a healthy sexual life? And is it serving me? Is it actually making me and my partner get stronger together, get closer together? Because this is a lot of the root cause for you to end up becoming cunning, for you to end up becoming jealous, for you to end up becoming cruel, that you're not getting that pleasure that you're seeking. And because you're not getting that pleasure from the supposed person that's supposed to give it to you, then you're becoming angry at the person. So think about your sexuality. Think about, where is it that you stand when it comes to it. And if you have been, respecting yourself and others, you know. So remember, when you open yourself into such a deep intimacy and letting somebody in or going into somebody, this is, in a way or another, a spiritual tie, okay? And it's not just, we're not animals. We're not just animals that can go and it doesn't matter. There's a spiritual tie deeper into that. So think about your spiritual ties with people, and think about maybe a little bit of a detoxification from partners of your past that maybe you don't want to have around anymore. That they're not being actually aligned with who you are at this time. Okay? Alrighty, so now let's get to the 9 different types of things that you guys can do to harness these energies in the correct way, so you're not getting too intense in the energies and ending up like, manipulating the bad side of the Scorpion energy. So, the first thing, play a game of confessions. Be fantastic to play a game of confessions, because Scorpio also rules everything that is secret and hidden in the darkness. Okay? Scorpio goes into the dark to find out the truth. So there's a very mysteriousness and there's a lot of hiddenness that kind of happens here. So a game of confessions can be fantastic to develop that intimate energy and for you to clear out your energies as well and start this transformation. There has to be a little bit of a confession, even if it's after answering the questions that I gave you. There could be something that you might, maybe I have been cruel. This is a time for me to confess that I am sorry, that this is not how I wanted to do it. But confess why you did it, how you acted the way you acted. Express yourself. And this is going to build more of an intimacy and a bond, okay? 2, and if you don't have a partner, have a confession with your friend. Have a confession with your parents. Have a confession with the situation that you're dealing with at this time, all right? Now, number 2, get intimate, all right? And the number 1 is going to help you with this number 2. Get intimate. Be vulnerable. And being intimate means that you are being vulnerable, okay? That you don't have to come off as, I'm the strong person, I never break down. No. Let people in. Show, like, these are my wounds. This is what I really think of. This is what gives me fear. This is what my traumas are. This is where I come from. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with other people and open up and create that intimacy. And the intimacy has to develop a lot through communication. This is the time to communicate. That's why the game of confessions could be so great. So get intimate with your communication. If somebody out there, has major issues with communication, then write your confessions, okay? And let somebody else read them and write, how you've been wanting to express yourself, your intimate world. Write it out, just so at least you can get out of the darkness. So at least you can see it clearly. Okay, all of this crap happened in April. Am I ready to move on? Okay. All right. So number 3, choose a target for your control freak, which means choose your battles wisely of what is it that you truly want to control in your life and what is it what you don't want to control in your life. Okay. This is natural. Human being in Scorpio is the sign of control. So human beings really want to naturally control situations themselves and other things. This is a flaw that we have, or a power of a strength or a sword that we have. So when you target your control freak, then you start becoming controlling over the things that really, really matter to you and that you know that you can control, that are under your control. But if you're trying to control a situation, if you're trying to control a person, if you're trying to control a friend, if you're trying to control, the outcome of something, really pick and choose what is it that you truly have your control over. And when you do harness this control, it can be very rewarding. If you decide to control yourself in maybe having this diet, if you decide to control yourself in going to the gym, if you decide to control yourself and finish the book that you started, if you decide to control yourself and you start actually focusing more on your needs and your things that are about you, not other people. Now, number 4, don't hate, reincarnate. Okay, so if you find yourself hating, being jealous, wanting other things from other people, try to reinvent yourself. Okay, this is a time where you can reinvent yourself, because the full moon, well, Scorpio is a sign of transformation. It's a sign that likes to transform itself, not only physically but mentally and emotionally. So harness this energy and more wanting to transform yourself and reinvent yourself in the way that you really want to be, the way you want to look, the way you want to be about, and write it out so you have a clear vision of, like, this is the perfect me. This is how I should really go for it. This is my goal. Now, 5, harness your sexual power. Okay, so I definitely suggest to get sexy. I definitely suggest to touch on your sexuality. Um, you know, Couples, get sexy, wear some lingerie, do some role playing, you know, do some fun things, get in touch, light up the candles, put in some aromatherapy. Vanilla is really good for that. And 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 harness your sexual power. Find your sexual power in yourself. This is the most powerful energy because it's the power of creation. Okay, and it also is going to balance out your sexual needs. Okay, so get sexy with each other, get sexy with yourself. Okay, maybe take some pictures of your sexy self, send them to your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whatever, but have a little bit of a photo shoot with each other. But harness your sexuality and harness your sexiness, and this is going to be able to find more exploration in your intimacy and in yourself. Number 6, get in touch with your soul. So I definitely suggest also to meditate, because Scorpio, the highest form of Scorpio, is a very beautiful mystic. Okay, and it's definitely a sign that the more it meditates, the more it's centralized, the more it's in a detached energy with the world, the more it realizes, and it goes within itself, and it realizes that all that it really matters is inside, not all the things that are around him. That's when you are going into the higher realms of Scorpio. Okay, so meditate. You can meditate by walking. You can meditate sitting down. You can put a guided meditation, but centralize and find that peaceful place. Okay, especially after so many tumultuous energies that happen in April and in March. So try to just come into a good, peaceful place within yourself. Now, number 7, release yourself from financial agitation, okay? Because Scorpio is also a sign of wealth and share finances. So it could be a good time to just settle the score with the share finances, really tackle that debt, especially anything that has to do with loans, anything that has to do with, using other people's monies for your advantage, credit, loans, anything that has to do with this is the time to get them really straightened out. Okay, check out your credit score. If you don't have a good one, find out how is it that you can get it better. This is the time to tackle these things down. If you have a debt, how is it that you're going to pay it off, or start balancing yourself and putting it on paper, so you can actually realize that you have control over it, that you're not just like freaking out about it in your head. But to bring that clarity and to just get rid of the agitation when it comes to your financial things. Also, when it comes to your shared finances with your couple and your partner, how is it working? With your business partner, how is it working? Are we balanced? Are we fair? Do we feel good? Okay? Can we see the numbers? Do the little bit of math and get those things straightened out. Now, number 8, make the foggy crystal clear. Okay, because Scorpio is also about a very sharp, okay, very, he has the little, sting, and with that sting he's focused, he's sharp, and he's clear of his target. Okay, the Scorpion is not like, oh, I don't know where to point. No, he knows, they know, that's my prey, that's what I'm going for, that's what I want. So perfect time to clear the energies out of the house, perfect time to, tackle those things that have been a little bit foggy, especially after, the Venus retrograde. What are you stalling? What does it still seem like it's not crystal clear? What does it still seem like it's up in the air and fragmented? What needs clarity in your life? Sage yourself and have this conversation and bring clarity to yourself and to your situation and to your relationships. The faster you tackle these situations, the faster you can move into your evolution, okay? If not, you're stalling your evolution. Now, number 9, rise like the phoenix. So, all of these things are going to help you advance this process of evolution, advance this process of transformation. And once you advance this process, you're going to feel yourself renewed, and you're going to feel yourself as a phoenix rising from the ashes once again, ready to take on the world with a stronger spirit, with a stronger energy, and a more wise knowledge and maturity. All right? So these are the ways that you can harness the energies. Alrighty? Okie dokie. So now let's get to the signs. And we're going to start with the sign of Aries. Alright, Aries. So Scorpio rules your 8th house of sex, of intimacy, of shared resources, of life and death, of astrology, and anything that's occult and metaphysical. Okay? So this time, this full moon is coming to a full closure for you, Aries, when it comes to your intimacy. All right? You have come to a full understanding of how is it that you've been carrying yourself in your intimate relationships. And this is very, very, very important for you, Aries, because Jupiter is now in your 7th house of relationships. Okay? There is a maturity happening inside of you when it comes to one of your weaknesses, which is sharing, which is diplomacy, which is giving yourself to something and someone, and having this commitment to something. So you're having a lot of luck into those things, but internally there has to be some shifts, and there has to be a full understanding of what is a healthy relationship. What does it need when it comes to its intimacy? Am I being intimate? Am I being vulnerable? Am I opening up? Am I exploring my sexuality with my loved one? Is there some sexual needs that I haven't talked about and that maybe I want to tell my partner? Should I tell my partner? Okay? This is the time to really open up and get yourself ready for a new cycle of intimacy. Okay? The way that you've been carrying yourself for the past year or so when it comes to your connection with your loved one is coming to a full end. And it also has to come with you, because you're also having a full understanding of your shadow self, of your darker self, and what are the things that you've been hiding this whole time, the things that you hide about yourself, the things that you don't show to the world about yourself. So this is the time to really meditate on this, Aries, and find more clarity when it comes to your internal intimacy with yourself. How is it that you share yourself with others? How is it that you share your sexuality with others in a healthy way? And how are your resources when it comes to share resources, okay? Have you been fair? Have you not felt fair? Sorry about that. So really, really try to understand these things, Aries, okay? And go and dig deep inside yourself and meet your shadow self and have a big, big conversation, and also open up to your loved one. They're waiting for you. They're waiting for you to really express what is inside and the intimacy that is going on within you. Now, I'm going to pull out a quick card for you, Aries, to see Aries, May, full moon. Okay, so the card that I got is Blessing in disguise, Aries, which means that whatever just happened in Venus retrograde, whatever just happened in Mercury retrograde, crazy ups and downs, especially because Venus was retrograding in your sign, you must have had a lot of upheavals. So understand that all these bad situations that might have been happening to you are actually a blessing in disguise. Don't cry over spilled milk. You are ready to embark into a new you. All right, Aries? Okay, now Taurus. Taurus, this full moon has to do with your relationships. Your intimate relationships and your committed relationships to business partners and to your lovers. Now, this is coming to a full circle of the way that you've been carrying your relationships. It's coming to a full circle on the commitments that you've made to yourself. And it's coming full circle when it comes to your business partners as well. So use this energy to not only be grateful for the experiences that you've been having with your relationships or your business partners, but understand as well that whatever had happened in Venus retrograde, now is the time for you to let it go and be ready for something new, a new type of energy, a new cycle coming into your relationship. And also, blessed that you're ready to, that it's come in such a maturity, all right? For any single Taurus out there, you are coming to a full circle of your dry period. So you should be seeing some love coming your way very soon as well, okay? Now you're going into another cycle of this. Also, for people who have a business partner, this is a time where your relationship is coming to a new maturity and is ready to go into a new level, okay? Now, let's see. Taurus. What guidance does it need, Taurus, for May, full moon 2017? Alrighty. Ooh, wedding. Look at the card that we got, wedding. And the full moon is in your 7th house. So the wedding card has to do either there's a wedding coming or there's a very important commitment that you're making, a long-term commitment that you are making for yourself of either the relationship or the commitment that you're making to your relationship with yourself. But this is a card of a marriage is a union of two souls joined in love. Mutual respect and commitment. It signifies a desire to deepen love over time. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith in love's power. Continually breathe life into that faith and love, dearest one. So the angels are saying that whatever relationship you're in this right now, it's a relationship that you're kind of getting ready to go into a new cycle of commitment with this person. All right, Taurus? Congratulations. Alrighty, now Gemini. Gemini, the full moon in Scorpio has to do with your 6th house of health, of daily lifestyle, of dead and enemies and diseases. Now, here, there's going to be a full completion on the way that you've been carrying your health, the way that you've been learning about how to take care of your body, how to take care of your daily life. You've come to a full circle where, and this is good. And this is good, Gemini, because Geminis are a little bit fragmented and they could get messy very easily. So this full moon is coming to a full maturity of the way that you've been carrying your lifestyle. You could be thinking a lot about this. You could be thinking like, okay, am I being healthy? Do I have a healthy lifestyle? Do I want to change certain things? Do I want to become a vegetarian, become vegan? Do I want to start a more disciplined thing when it comes to a routine of exercise? So this is the time for you to, especially for any Gemini out there that has been trying to lose weight or trying to get somewhere, you're coming to a full completion and now you're starting a new level of seeing different things coming to you. Also, when it comes to a job, okay, you're coming to another maturity when it comes to your daily life, your daily job, and how you've been carrying yourself throughout your life. So this is a time to really think about, okay, is there certain things in my life that I want to change? Can I be more productive? Can I be more organized? Can I be, more diligent? So you're able to be perceived as somebody that people can count on, okay, Gemini? And I know that this is very important to you deep down inside because I'm a Gemini. So we do have a lot of, childlike energy, and a lot of people cannot take us very seriously. So this is important for you, okay, Gemini? Let's see, Gemini, what is your guidance of the angels for the full moon of May? And I got the card See Only Love, okay? And it says, look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings, and see only the love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon the love and underlies every situation brings about healing and undreamed of ways. So see only love in whatever situation has been happening for you, Gemini. See only love in the craziness that's been happening with Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde, okay? If you're thinking too much and you're questioning too much, just put love in it. Just love it. Love it. And I know you can do that very good. Just love it, and you'll see that your anxieties will start soothing, okay? Soothing out. You are making progress, but you don't need to be rushing. Be patient. All right, Gemini? Okay, Cancer. Cancer. This full moon is happening in your fifth house of romances, of fun times, of pleasure seeking, of performance, of individual expression and creativity, and children. So you're coming full circle with a creative project. You're coming full circle with a romantic, a romantic affair. You're coming full circle as a parent, or getting in touch with your inner child again. Okay, this is a great time to get creative. Cancer, this is a great time to touch into your creative energies. This is a great time for any parent out there who's a Cancer to get in touch with your kids, to get in touch with your inner child. And this is a time to be romantic for any Cancer out there who is with somebody. This is a time to explore your romanticism. Intimacy and exploring of your sexuality could be very good for you as well, okay? You're coming full circle also with the things that you consider fun. So you could be thinking, I used to party a lot, and now it doesn't seem as fun as it used to be. So you're getting yourself ready for a new type of fun, a new type of energies when it comes to your creative energies, and when it comes to your showcasing of yourself, okay? There could be a little bit of timidness that happens with Cancers, but here the full moon is saying you're now ready to show more of yourself, especially because the North Node is in Leo, going into Leo. This is going to be really, really, really good for you, okay? Understand that you're about to go into some more creative energy, and this could be more motherhood, or parenthood, or it could be more into a creative project that you make and nurture with your own hands. Now, Cancer. I'm getting all the relationship cards here. Talking about an aftermath of Venus retrograde. All right, Cancer, I got the card Relationship, and it says, your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving Creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. Okay, so listen to the advice that at the end of the day, the greatest relationship that you have is you with yourself and God. So if you're ever feeling a little bit doubtful about a relationship, love, romance that could be happening, give those worries to God and understand that the universe sent you this relationship to make a stronger relationship with yourself and your divine Creator within yourself, your divine self within. All right, Cancer. Now let's get to Leo. Leo, Scorpio rules your fourth house of home and family and private sector, your domestic affairs, and all the conveniences of the world, nurturance. So you're coming full circle when it comes to your family issues. If you've been having any sort of family issues, any sort of mother issues, you're coming full circle with this, and you're getting yourself ready for a new energy, for a new understanding when it comes to your family, okay? This is also a time to get intimate with your family, to maybe have some confessions with your mother, with your family. Open up, show yourself completely, show your vulnerabilities. Also, be close to your loved ones at home, your clan, what you consider to be your family, your home center. Okay? This also is going to help you with the intimacy. For any Leo out there that is with somebody, get intimate with yourself, get intimate with the person so you can develop more of a true root of where you belong. Okay, this is a time where you're coming full circle when it comes to your home, and from here on, there could be some changes in residence. Okay, there could be some new ventures when it comes to maybe renovating your home or moving out or trying to look for, how is it that you're going to make your own family. Okay, but there is a very strong link to the house, so I definitely see you being very homey during the full moon. Okay, Leo? All right, Leo. So I got the card Time to Go, and it says, the sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues of your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life, and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase of your cycle. So, cycles of life and death, they're telling me you need to really think about that during this full moon, Leo. Think about the cycles of life and death when it comes to your home sector, your family. Fully make peace with it and understand that there is things that have to die, and it could be a die metaphorically. It doesn't have to be a true like death, just metaphorically. What needs to go away so I can actually move forward and feel more of that rootness in myself? Okay, the fourth house is the house of our roots, where we are rooted, where we are grounded, where we know where we belong truly. So think about that. It's time to let the evolution happen when it comes to your domestic sector and when it comes to your family ties. All right, Leo? Okay, now, Virgo, your Scorpio moon is going to be happening in the third house of communication. So this is the time to really see what is your communication like. Have you been biting your tongue in certain things? Have you been, how's your communication been, especially when it comes to intimacy and especially when it comes to showing your shadow self to the world, okay? Virgo, you guys are perfectionists. There's a very strong sense of perfectionism within you guys. And this is very beautiful and all. But doesn't make you want to hide something about yourself. Doesn't make you feel like you need to fragment yourself from this bad Virgo that people can't see. Okay? Get intimate, talk, connect, write, and write a love letter. I definitely suggest for you to write a love letter and to really show, write what is it that you're really truly feeling when it comes to your intimacy, okay? Also, I will even suggest a little bit of dirty talk because it's full moon in Scorpio and you have it in your communications. And also, how is it that you've been expressing yourself, and how is it that you've been reacting to your immediate environment? This is when the first questions come into place. Have you been envious? Have you been upset? Have you been, toxic? And really see how is it that you've been handling yourself in your environment. Okay, Virgo, so this is your guidance and flew out. Alrighty, it says ask. And it says, ask us to help you in the situation, and we will immediately go to work on your behalf. This is what the angels are saying to you. We're governed by many universal laws, and among them is the free will that allows you to make your own choices and decisions. So we patiently await your request. Virgo, you are a person that helps everybody, and you can have a little bit of a complex of letting other people help you. So this is the time to ask. Ask what you want. Ask what you desire. Ask. And if you can't ask the person, then ask the angels. But speak up. This is the time to really... Is that how interesting? You got it in your third house and you got the card ask. It doesn't get any more, in tune than that. Alrighty. So Libra, your full moon is happening in your second house of money, baby. Ooh, Whew, oh Libra, after this, you're going to be going into more of an advancement when it comes to your finances, especially, since Jupiter is in your sign, you are definitely taking these opportunities and taking them to the next level. Be grateful. Be grateful for all the beautiful things that have been happening to you. Be grateful for the immense self confidence that you have at this time. And if you've been feeling a little bit iffy on your self confidence, good thing this is coming to a full conclusion and you're ready for feeling some new energy when it comes to your confidence. I definitely suggest to get sexy, Libra. All right, try on some lingerie. For guys, I don't know, like take pictures of your abs or something. I don't know. I don't know what guys do to feel sexy, but also just, try to find a way to feel sexy. Try to find a way to, find your sexy back, okay? And this is going to boost your self-confidence. And believe me, when you boost your self-confidence, you also boost your income, okay, Libra? So get in touch with your inner self. This is your biggest power, the power of sexuality to manifest the material things that you truly want in life. Also be grateful for the opportunities that have brought you money so far, okay, Libra? And it says family, all right? Because also it's interesting, the second house is also a house of your legacy, of your family, kind of like the values that your family has given you, because it's also the house of values. So it says this situation is rooted in an emotional experience with your family member, which we can help you to understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to have peace. Okay, so get connected also with your family and your values, the legacies that your family has left behind, and those values that pass on through your family, your culture, your own, clan of people. And get closer to your family as well, especially your mom, since it's a full moon. Moon represents mother. Alrighty, now Scorpio. Scorpio, with the full moon is in your sign, Scorpio, which means that you're coming to a full circle of yourself and your identity and your personality, which means that, another transformation here to come. And you love that, Scorpio. You love that transformation. And this could very well be a physical transformation as well. So, however, is that you see yourself in the mirror right now, and you're looking at yourself in the mirror right now, that has come to a full circle, and now you're ready for a new way of seeing yourself. Maybe this could be the time where you decide to, change your hair, or, start some new cycle of a new look, and especially you, because you love transforming yourself. Also, not only is there a physical transformation, but a transformation in your personality and in your self, okay? Now you're getting ready for a new cycle of your life, okay, for starting anew. So a great time to really think about what to reinvent yourself as, and really think about those questions that I asked at the beginning, because that's going to really define, have I been pleased sexually? Am I being too toxic? This is going to really define, and you are going to be able to see it and pick and choose what is it that you truly want to have in for yourself, okay? Because you're about to be transformed, you're about to be reinvented. All right. So really think about the things that you don't want to keep, and think about the things that you want to explore even more, the things that you want to really call your identity and yourself. Now, oh, Scorpio, I think you've been having this card for the past readings that I've been doing to you. It just keeps popping up. And this card is Let Your Past Go. And this totally makes sense because Jupiter is in your 12th house of letting things go, okay? Scorpio, let your past go before you reinvent yourself. All right? I definitely suggest for you to call on Archangel Michael with his sword and tell him to cut those ties that are toxic to you, to cut those ties, to cut those beliefs, to cut those habits, to cut those addictions, to cut those things that are not empowering you in your life. This is the time to let go of your past. Okay? Make a prayer, meditate, collect your energy, and collect your intention. All right, Scorpio? All right. Now, Sagittarius, your full moon is happening in your 12th house of letting go, which means that, okay, Venus retrograde could have been really, really intense for you because it was happening in your 5th house of romance. So there was some shakeup in your romances for sure. And right now, this full moon is giving you the time and space for you to completely conclude those toxic situations and to say bye bye to all of those things. So, Sagittarius, this is a time where I definitely see you getting a lot of healing. I suggest healing. I suggest a crystal bath for you. Um, and I suggest for you to meditate and for you to really ask the full moon to finally let go of those things that you are ready to let go of, that you want to make peace with, so you can move forward, especially when it comes to your relationships and your relationship with yourself, because there was a lot of issues happening with those things. Also, it's a time of isolation. Isolation is going to be really good for you. Maybe some astral travel will be great for you as well. Concentrate in your internal energies. Have somewhat of a healing time. Sage yourself. Do some yoga for the full moon. It's going to be really good for you. And the card that you have is listen. Quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and a body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen, a quiet mind and a body hears us quickly and clearly. Okay, so perfect card for a 12th house type of energy. Isolate yourself, relax, go get a massage, be in a state of alpha waves. Okay, no caffeine. I definitely suggest do not even drink caffeine for the full moon. Okay, because that already alters your your energy in your head. So don't drink any caffeine. Take a rest if you can. Be isolated, collect your energies, and listen to your inner self, so you truly understand what is it that you need to let go of. Okay, Sagittarius? All right, Capricorn, your full moon is in your house of friendships and aspirations and dreams and big gains, baby. So be thankful, because up until now, the friends that you've made and the gains that you've made are about to evolve to a whole new level. All right, so be grateful for the friendships that you've made so far. Be grateful for the opportunities that you had, that your friends have brought you, that your network of people have brought you, and and be grateful for the friends and the connections that have brought you gains. Okay, and come to a full conclusion of what your dreams are all about. I definitely suggest for this full moon to sit down and write down what are your aspirations, what are your goals, and see what aspirations and what goals have you really fulfilled so far. Celebrate yourself for them and define your new goals. Okay, this is very important for you, Capricorn, because you are a person of planning things and getting something of a plan so you can execute success. All right, so make a plan. Make a plan when it comes to what kind of networking meetings do you want to start going to, so you actually meet the people that you want to meet. Who do you want to surround yourself with? Also, make your aspirations and dreams very clearly for you, because at this time, and the card that I got is change in direction. The changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcomes of your desire. So there is a change in direction that is happening for you at this time, Capricorn, and this could be a change in direction in your dreams and your aspirations and what is it that you want to work towards. A change in direction in your friends. Really, really thinking about, who do I want to surround myself with? Are these people really helping me, or are these people just taking advantage of me? Okay, or do I want more friends in my life? Do I want to connect more with people that want to care about me? Okay, so Capricorn, really, really think about your dreams and also celebrate. Please, please, please celebrate what you have accomplished so far. Don't be so hard on yourself. because yes, you do deserve an applause, all right? You work very hard, Capricorn. Alrighty, Aquarius, your full moon is happening in the 10th house. And the 10th house is the house of career, of professionalism, and your status in life, and your purpose in this life. So you're coming full circle with situations at the workplace and your status in your career, your purpose in life. Now you're about to, celebrate the things and the successes that you've been having so far when it comes to your professionalism and when it comes to your career status and when it comes to your purpose in life. Celebrate them and be ready to receive a new cycle of advancements in career, advancements in the professional world, advancements in your status, okay? Be very grateful for these things. This could be, a time to say an internal prayer for your boss. You don't necessarily have to say it, but say like an internal prayer for your boss. Thank you, I've gone so far, or I hope this next cycle we can be better, a better friends or better co-workers where we do work better together and we respect each other. Think about these things, okay? You're coming full circle with them, and you're about to get yourself ready for a new situation when it comes to your professionalism. And the card that I got for you is go for it. Your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on this situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, and it will take you very far indeed. So, whatever situation that's going on in your career sector, professionalism, that you're kind of thinking, should I make this move? Should I not make this move? You are more than ready to go for it because you are coming to a full level of completion when it comes to your professionalism. And now you're ready for to embark a new adventure, to embark a new quest in your professionalism. So you are more than ready. Definitely go for it. You have come to a full maturity when it comes to that. All right, Aquarius? Alrighty, Pisces. Last but not least. Pisces, my lovely, lovely Pisces, your Scorpio moon is happening in your 9th house of beliefs, higher thoughts, philosophies, religion, and travels and publishing, teachers and gurus. Okay, so you're coming full circle in your philosophy of life, Pisces, all right? This is a time for you to welcome a new way of opening your perception. I definitely see travels. I definitely see you going somewhere, maybe traveling somewhere, or making plans to travel, or thinking of maybe traveling. But it's a time to find ways to expand yourself. I definitely suggest meditation. I definitely suggest for you to read an empowering book like The Power of Now or something like that. And it's a time to also connect with your teachers and your mentors. It's a good moment to reestablish your philosophies in life and perceptions in life. Okay, really think about what has been helping you and what has not been helping you. And I definitely suggest Pisces to really, really think about what, like the control freak thing that I told you, to really pick and choose where you want your control to be, where you want your, where is it that you want to put your energy to control a situation. Start separating that idea with, or make it very clear of what sacrifices do you want to sacrifice yourself to control, okay? Because this is a tendency of you just sacrificing for anything or anybody. But pick and choose wisely, and this is the time where you can really define your philosophy and really, project your ideals very clearly, okay? Alrighty, Pisces. And, ooh, that's nice. And the card that I got for you is Shower of Abundance. And I mean, you've been having Venus retrograde in your 2nd house, and it's been, going back and forth, and there could have been a lot of like delays and a lot of things with money. But now the full moon is bringing financial abundance to you. Also, very important for you, Pisces, to really think about, Pisces, really think about your finances. Think about how you can settle your finances, organize your finances. That little one that I told you to, get a hold of your financial agitation. this is very, very, very good for you at this time before the shower of abundance comes to you, okay? This full moon is going to bring you a shower of abundance. And it also comes from your perception and optimism, okay? Optimism. The ninth house is the house of optimism, of belief and faith that we can make our dreams come true. All right, Pisces. All right, all signs of the zodiac. Thank you so much for staying and watching your forecast for the full moon in Scorpio for May 2017. Now, I am having an awesome sale at this time, and it's a sale where you can get a speed reading of 25 minutes to 30 minutes for $35, and I only have the sale for this month. So get to it. The link is right here in the bottom. You can check it out. You can make your appointment and get the answers that you seek right now. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing my videos. And thank you so much for opening your heart to the message of the stars. And I will be seeing you for the next videos. Goodbye.